Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to film my June TBR. Am I going to talk about what I read in May and if I completed my TBR? Absolutely not. Let's just move on, pretend May didn't happen. I did read some books in May. They weren't on my TBR. Anyway, without further ado, if you don't know what's going on here, every month I pick my TBR using these prompts from this jar. I don't know how many we're going to pick this month. We're going to start with 6 and we'll see how I feel. So we're just going to crack on. The first prompt for June is a romance. Very easy, nothing more to say really. I'm just going to pick up a romance. So I do have a few in this stack here. We have Juniper Hill, Banani, Next of Kin. Oh, we have Just for the Summer, Swift and Saddled. Okay, some unknown reason I've picked off 6 books. Romance was a very broad prompt, and so I've literally picked 6 romances that are on my TBR. So first I have Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. Sophia from Tiny Own Universe actually gifted me this for my birthday in April, so thanks Soph for that. But this is Abby Jimenez's most recent release. It's basically about a guy called Justin, and it's basically every time he goes on a date with a woman, the next person that woman dates is then their soulmate. And the girl in this book, Emma, I think she's having the same problem. And so basically they're like the person that everyone dates right before they find their soulmate, and so I think they like start dating. I think it's fake dating. Yeah, it's fake dating, so they'll date, break up and cancel out each other's curses. So yeah, everyone's been raving about this one. I love Abby Jimenez's writing style, so that's definitely a good option, and June is a summer month, so this would be perfect to read. Also we have Swift and Saddled by Lila Sage, which is the second book in the Done and Dusted series. This one was gifted to me by Em, I think. Yes, it was. Oh my god, we've got all the gifted books here. This one is a very short romance. It is 285 pages. I loved Done and Dusted. I think I gave it 5 stars. It's like a cowboy romance, small town. Very cute. This one is about Ada and Weston. Honestly, I don't want to know like what the tropes are in this one because I just want to go into it blind, but I do know that I loved Done and Dusted and I feel like I'm going to love this one. Again, a great summer romance. Then I have Book Lovers by Emily Henry. I've read almost all of Emily Henry's books other than this one and Funny Story. I want to read this one before I read Funny Story, just so I can have read all of them. But I think it's Rivals to Lovers. It says 1 summer, 2 rivals, a plot twist they didn't see coming. Every time I get a romance prompt I put The 7 Year Slip by Ashley Poston on here. Still have not read it and still need to get to it, so that's another option. I have Sarah Adams's new release, which is The Rule Book. I say new release, again I think it came out in April, but Sarah Adams is the author of the cheat sheet, and again I loved the cheat sheet. It was like a football romance. This one is also a football romance, I think. I'm pretty sure it's like forced proximity, but again I just like to go into my romances not knowing very much. And then we also have The X Talk by Rachel Lynn Solomon. I'm pretty sure this was also sent to me by Em, like maybe last year or even the year before, because I saw Noelle, I can't remember her full YouTube channel, but Noelle used to be one of my favourite booktubers. I don't know if she still posts anymore. But this was like one of her favourite romance books ever, and it made me want to read it, and I just still haven't read it. This is 336 pages. It's basically like a podcast that these exes have. I don't know if they're actually exes though, or if they're just pretending to be exes for the show, but I've just always really wanted to read this, and I don't know why I haven't picked it up. I really want to read this. Honestly, right now it's between it's between Just for the Summer, Swift and Saddled and The X Talk. Honestly, I might put The X Talk on here just because I don't know when else I'm going to get the opportunity to read it, and then hope that I can get these 2 on with other prompts. So I'm going to go for The X Talk. Okay, prompt number 2. That one took a lot longer to choose than I thought. Prompt 2 is a book with a blue cover. We have The Teacher by Frida McFadden. That is definitely blue. This is Frida McFadden's newest release currently. The third book in the Housemaid series does come out in June though. But this is like one of the longest Frida McFadden books I've ever seen in my life. It's still less than 400 pages, but it's a lot longer than her other book. But that is definitely an option. Also, the rule book is mostly blue, so I could also choose that. We also have The Cove by Alice Clark Platts, which is a thriller. Then we have Fairy Loots. I think this was the romantasy book. Yeah, this was the romantasy book for May. And that is A Curse of Blood and Wolves by Melissa McTernan, which when I read the synopsis of this, it sounded incredible, and that is definitely blue. Then I also have The Beauty of Darkness by Mary E. Pearson because I didn't get to this in May. I do have some options. However, this is too long. I'm not feeling a long book this month. I'm sorry, but I'm just not. I know I said I was going to try and get the rule book on here. However, I actually think I'm going to put The Cove on here. Just because it's giving summer thriller. And again, it's June. It's basically a thriller that takes place on a luxury resort. There are two couples who are at this resort. And I think some of the couples are, or some people within the couples are a bit dodgy, and it's like, I think it's like a remote, like isolated thriller, and I love that. So yeah, I'm gonna put The Cove on here. I don't know why I don't sound convinced by that, but that is what I'm gonna put on. Also, this is only 260 pages, so I feel like that's perfect. Okay, prompt 3. The sun is also setting as I film, so apologies if the lighting changes. An author whose name begins with your initial. My name is Lucy, if you weren't aware, so I have to find a book where the author's first name begins with an L, and obviously we can go for Swift and Saddled by Lila Sage. I'm just going to check there's nothing that I want to read more. Oh my god, why did I not realise that the Dance of Thieves duology is the same author as the Kiss of Deception trilogy? Am I stupid? Why didn't I know that? No, I don't think there's anything I want to read more than Swift and Saddled by Lila Sage, so that's book 3. I'm just picking like such random books this month, but after last month's disaster, I don't even care. Okay, prompt 4. God, we're really getting some random prompts. Prompt 4 is a book with a pink cover. Now I wish that I'd chosen Just for the Summer for the first prompt and we could have done the X Talk for this one. Okay. The first and most obvious option in my mind is Wild Love by Elsie Silver. However, I haven't read the last book in the Chestnut Springs series, and I want to finish that before I read this series, so I think that one's a hard pass. Then I completely forgot that I haven't read Wildfire by Hannah Grace yet. I don't know why, but this is the second book in the Icebreaker series, and this one is set at like a summer camp, I'm pretty sure, and there's like a one night stand, and then both of the characters are working at this summer camp. I don't know why I haven't read this yet. I guess I just forgot that it existed, but I don't know, that was a bit spicy and I'm just like not in the mood for spice. Then I have 2 Christina Lauren books that are like both half pink, so I feel like it counts. We have The True Love Experiment, which no clue what it's about, and then we have Dating You Hating You, again no clue what it's about. I love Christina Lauren, and always read her books, their 2 authors. I always read their books so fast, so I feel like one of these is probably the best choice. Oh my god, okay, this is like rivals to lovers, hate to love, and they're like working at the same firm. I absolutely love when a book is set in a workplace. I love a workplace romance so much, so I actually might go for Dating You Hating You, even though it's only half pink. I don't care. Okay, prompt 5. Free pick. Okay, that's very fun, but that's also so much pressure. I obviously could put Just for the Summer on here because I've been trying to pick it for however many turns. However, I have to read Fire this month. I say this every single video, but me and Jemima are buddy reading the entire series, and we're on Fire because we didn't get to it last month. So I'm trying to decide if I should put it on for this free pick, or if I think that I'll be able to get it on for another pick. I wish someone was like here telling me what to do. I actually feel like it's between The Last Housewife by Ashley Winstead and Just for the Summer. Ashley Winstead wrote In My Dreams I Hold a Knife, and this is another like thriller mystery, and it's also got a podcast theme just like the X Talk. I don't know why I'm loving books with podcast themes right now, but I think there was like this group of friends in college and they all went through something traumatic together, and then they start a podcast about it. I don't know if that's even remotely close to the actual premise, but that's what I'm gonna say. I think I'm gonna choose The Last Housewife just because I already have three romances on. If we can get Just for the Summer on another time, that's fine, but I'm gonna go with The Last Housewife. I don't even care how random it is. I don't care. We are on prompt 6. Okay, I was filming for so long that my camera literally shut off. Oh my god. We have Enemies to Lovers. Oh my god, what do I do? The problem is I don't know what books are enemies to lovers. I'm gonna have to do some googling. The second book in the Serpent and the Wings of Night comes out this month. It's already out on Kindle, but the actual physical hardcover comes out this month, and I've pre-ordered it, and I really want to read it because then I will be up to date in that series. That's by Carissa Broadbent. Okay, I'll put a picture up here, but I'm gonna read The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King. Is that what I said before? I don't remember, but that's the title. And it's an enemies to lovers between a guy called Rain and a girl called Araya. Rain is a vampire. Basically everyone is a vampire except for Araya. And this book especially is enemies to lovers because in the first book, plot twist happened, and now Araya and Rain are very much beefing, let's just say. So it's definitely enemies to lovers. So I'm gonna put that one on here, and I can start it on my Kindle before it comes out if I want to. So perfect. So we now have 6 on my TBR. I think I am going to go to 8 at least. We have random letter generator. So I'm going to do a random letter generator, and then the letter that we get, it has to, the title of the book has to start with that letter. Okay, I'm just going to screen record and we're going to spin. Okay, we got J, and that means I'm putting Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez on this TBR finally. Okay, we have 4 romances, 2 thrillers and a fantasy. If I can get one more fantasy book on this TBR, I will be satiated. So let's try. Final pick. This is pick 8. No. Okay. That was so mean. We got bestie pick. However, I got my friends choose my reads last month, and Em and Sarah chose a book and then I didn't read it, so I'm not doing this one because I know whatever they say or whatever they choose I'm not going to want to read, because that's just always what happens. So I'm just gonna remove that one from the jar completely. Oh no, this is terrifying. We got start a new series. I'm in the middle of so many series right now, guys. The Raven Boys. I could do Dance of Thieves, Daughter of the Pirate King, Light Lark, Red Queen, Adorn of Onyx. Okay, we have a ton here that I could read. Okay, we're gonna speed run through these options. There are obviously thousands more options on this shelf. However, I can't go through every single one, but I know that there's way more series on here that I could start. But we have Twin Crowns by Catherine Doyle and Catherine Webber. Sarah loves this book, or this series. Then we have Red Queen by Victoria Aveyard. Then we have Adorn of Onyx by Kate Golden. Then we have Belladonna by Adeline Grace. Light Lark by Alex Astor. Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. Dance of Thieves, Mary E. Pearson. The Raven Boys, Maggie Stiefwater, maybe? And then The Bridge Kingdom by Daniel L. Jensen. I think I'm going to put The Raven Boys down. Also maybe Emily Wilde's Encyclopedia of Fairies. I feel like this will be slower than what I need right now. I feel like Light Lark could be really, really good. It sounds like Caraval mixed with the Hunger Games. Belladonna, also I've heard great things, but I haven't heard great things about the second one, which really scares me. So I'm going to put that one down for now. A Dawn of Onyx. I'm pretty sure Maisie said that this was a really, really good book. And that really intrigues me because I feel like Maisie and I have quite similar tastes from the videos that I've watched of her. She's been taken prisoner by the most dangerous kingdom on the continent and made to use her rare magical abilities to heal the soldiers of the vicious Onyx King. Okay, that sounds good. Then Red Queen, obviously I've heard incredible things about this series. I just don't know if I'm supposed to start that right now. Oh my god. And Sarah's gonna kill me, but I don't see myself choosing Twin Crowns right now. Oh, this actually looks very fast. No, I'm not gonna read that one. So I've narrowed it, oh, I didn't even say, and then Dance of Thieves is definitely an option as well as the Bridge Kingdom. We are rapidly losing light, so I'm trying to hurry up. Oh my god, this is set in the world of the Remnant Chronicles. Shut up. Okay, I can't read this one yet then, because I feel like I want to finish the Remnant Chronicles series before I read this one, if they're all set in the same world. So that narrows that down. I've narrowed it down to 3. The Bridge Kingdom says, what if you fall in love with the one you were sent to destroy? That is literally everything to me. Jemima bought me this one. I don't know if I said that earlier. I think I'm going to go with The Dawn of Onyx by Kate Golden. I don't know why, but I just know that I heard Maisie talk about this one and like that's all I needed. It's just really intrigued me and I want to read it. So we're going to put A Dawn of Onyx on here. That does mean though that we didn't get Air of Fire on here technically, but I am still going to be reading that this month, so doesn't matter, I'm still reading it. These are the books that we're reading in June, as well as The Ashes and the Star-Cursed King. This is not the TBR I expected at all. However, I'm not mad at it. Now this, you know, this isn't to say that I'm definitely going to read them all, because look what happened this month. However, I am going to try and actually read the books on my TBR this month. But yes, that was my TBR video for June. I've been filming for literally an hour, so I'm going to somehow have to cut this down. It's literally dark outside now. Not dark, but significantly darker than it was when I started filming. That's how long it's been. So I apologise for the change in the lighting. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my vlogs, and you'll know if I've read these books or not this month.